Hello everyone, welcome to Speedway Motors Tech Talk. I'm Joe, and today we're going to talk a little bit about wheel bolt circles. And this is something that we get asked a lot about here at Speedway, and there's one really important detail to keep in mind, and hopefully once we've explained it, it'll clear things up and answer a lot of those questions. First of all, if you've got a wheel or a hub with an even number of plugs or studs, in this case, this wheel has 4, it's really easy. You just measure center to center just as you would think you would. This one, you just put your tape in the center of the hole, measure across to the center of the one across from it, and you wind up with, in this case, this is a 4-on, 4 1/4 wheel. Where it gets more tricky is when you have a wheel with 5 holes or a hub with 5 studs. And this is what we're most used to seeing on muscle cars and classic cars. What you've got to do, in this case, this wheel has obviously 5 holes. What you've got to do is when you measure across, don't measure center to center or you'll wind up with the wrong measurement. That would lead you to believe that this was 5-on, 4 1/4, which is not accurate. The hole that you start with, put your tape on the outside edge and then measure across to the center. And it will be clear then that this wheel is a 5-on, 4 1/2 or a Ford Mopar pattern. Same goes for measuring the hub. You're measuring the studs in this case. You'll measure from the outside of one, skip a stud, and go across. And in this case, this hub is 5-on, 4 3/4, which is typical of a GM car. Another easy way to check is to use this bolt circle template, which is a product that we sell. And basically all it is a flat plate with a bunch of different bolt patterns in it, and they're all marked. You can see 4 3/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, and 5. This is really handy for measuring 5-lug hubs and wheels. You just lay it over your hub, and you can see that the holes line up with the 4 3/4, and that's how you know this hub is a 4 3/4. Same goes for the wheel. You just lay this over here and turn it until it all lines up, and once again, this confirms that this is a 5-on, 4 1/2 wheel. There's one last trick. If you have a wheel that you absolutely have to run and it's different from the hub that's on your car, we sell these adapter rings, and basically what they do is they'll go on to the hub and bolt on with some lugs just like you're bolting on a wheel. And then there's studs that are offset that will take it out to a different bolt circle. So in this case, we're adapting from the 5-on, 4 3/4 GM bolt pattern on this hub to a 5-on, 4 1/2 bolt pattern or a Ford Mopar bolt pattern, which is on this wheel. One important thing to remember when you're using these adapters is that they are going to add about 1.25 inches per side to the track width, so you need to make sure that your wheel well can accommodate the wheel and tire being pushed out that far. So that's about it. Just a few tricks to remember when you're measuring bolt circles. As always, we're here to answer your questions if you have any, and thanks for watching.